This is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com, and today I have with me the Verizon Wireless Escapade, a device manufactured by a company called PCD, Personal Communication Devices, formerly known as UT Starcom and AudioVox in past lives. The Escapade is a world roaming phone. It supports Verizon's CDMA network bands in the United States and also has quad band GSM support, so it can roam to most anywhere in the world. Rather simple handset, has a 2 megapixel fixed focused camera on the back. You can see we have volume controls on the left hand edge, a regular 2.5 millimeter headphone port on the side, or for headsets rather. On the right hand edge, buttons for the camera and speaker independent voice dialing, as well as the proprietary power charging port. We open it up, take a look, and you see we have a very flat keypad, reasonable feel to it. Where it falls down a little bit, though, is in the D-pad design. There's no real D-pad, it's just a series of buttons, and that's a lot harder to use than actually using a real D-pad or something even that was circular. It's just a little bit odd the way it works out here. Dedicated buttons for messaging and speakerphone, 2 soft keys up top, call end, call send, and the clear button, which also acts as a back key. The Escapade has 2 displays. The internal display is 2 inches across the diagonal, and it's capable of showing 262,000 colors. And we have a smaller 1.1 inch display on the outside for status information, caller ID, things like that. The overall build of the Escapade seems pretty solid. Gloss surfaces everywhere. It doesn't seem to get too dirty, though, compared to some other devices. Nice kind of a burgundy maroon color, maybe. Little chrome highlights along the front. Really fairly thin, and apart from the missing D-pad, though, it's a pretty reasonable design for a fairly entry-level phone. I'll pull up the main menu on the Escapade by hitting the center D-pad button. Right now I have it configured in a grid of icons format, but that's not the default view. If we go down here, display settings, and then main menu settings, we can change the layout, and by default it went to the list format. You have your options for whether you're more into talking or messaging. We'll pick messaging here. Now you can see that the menu is a list. I find this a little difficult to navigate, but you can use number keys for jumping to various things. Like if we move down here and then hit the 9 button, we should jump to the settings right away. And like most Verizon devices, you can, once inside a menu, you can move left and right to go from tab to tab to get to the other sections, which is pretty handy. The Escapade supports VZ Navigator and includes the voice-based search function. I'm going to search for Dairy Queens just by holding down the send button. Dairy Queen. It'll figure out where we're located and then try to process the speech and hopefully come up with Dairy Queens in the area. And there we have them. It's pretty useful for entering in addresses and searching for businesses like this. It's a really nice addition to the VZ Navigator application. The Escapade supports Verizon's mobile email system. I have a Gmail account pulled up here. The service is either free or $5 depending on what plan you have. Fairly simple email. There's no formatted text support. You can see the bold text and the italic text just have asterisks around them. There's no actual bold or color or anything like that. No attachment support. There are some nice handy shortcuts though for navigating, for marking things red, deleting them, and replying and such like that, which works out pretty well. Very basic but workable email client. Mobile IM is also supported on the Escapade. This is AIM. Messages sent through instant messaging go against your text messaging allotment. Handy little feature here is if you hold down the pound key, it'll switch to other services, and in addition to AIM, there's also MSN and Yahoo instant messaging. Give you a quick demo of the text messaging system. Put in a fake number. Add that. We'll switch to T9 mode for predictive text. Send this message. And here's the notification that we've received a new message. This is actually just Verizon telling us that we sent that last text to an invalid recipient. This is the text viewer. No threaded SMS support, very basic. Since there's no 3G support on the Escapade, a powerful web browser would kind of be a waste. So as such, we have a fairly basic Verizon web browser here, built by OpenWave. This is the Verizon portal. Nothing too spectacular about it. The browser will get you through most mobile sites, though it just won't handle full HTML websites. So that's our quick look at the Verizon Escapade by Personal Communication Devices. It's a fairly simple phone. It's a real feature, standout feature, of course, is the quad-band GSM support, so you can take it when you're going through Europe or Asia and places like that. Otherwise, it works on Verizon's 2G CDMA network here in the United States. Again, that's the Verizon Escapade. I'm Michael Orrell for MobileBurn.com.